Hey, in this video, we're going to set up an account on splithero.com and show you how to set up an A/B test. A little bit longer video than normal because I actually take the time to go through some troubleshooting and figure this out as I go. So hang with it. You actually will see the result at the end of the video. Hey, this is David with Tech Smart Boss here with another video, and today we're going to look at splithero.com. This is a tool, if you're using WordPress, makes it really easy to do A/B testing. And as a small business, a small website, or even a large website, I talked about A/B testing and how to do it in episode 117 of the podcast. So definitely go out and check that out and listen to that episode. Split Hero was actually one of the products that I mentioned, and back then it was really early stage and beta, and they've matured quite a bit. So I want to go ahead and take a look at it today, and we're going to connect it up to the website and give it a quick little test and do a setup on it. Price wise, pretty affordable, $27 a month. And the key limit on that, as you can see right here, you can run 3 active campaigns at once. So you can split that across multiple websites. They don't focus on page views or anything like that. So that's not bad. Three active campaigns, and if you need more, you can bump up. So something that's pretty affordable. And as I mentioned, you don't want to run a lot of A/B testing at the same time. You want to go for the big wins, and 3 is plenty for a small business. So let's go ahead and sign up for a new account and give it a try. What's nice, they got a 14-day trial, no credit card needed. You know, that's the kind of thing that I like. So let's put our techsmartboss.com email in. I'll give it a password here. And normally I would say always look at the terms and conditions and privacy policy. But I'm just going to go ahead and create an account on this. And hey, it takes me straight in. So you can't really be upset with that. So let's take a look. Then one of the first things I know you're going to do is connect a domain. And from what I understand, even though this is a SaaS product, meaning it's in the cloud, it's a web-based product, it does only work with WordPress and it leverages a WordPress plugin. So somehow in this domain connecting process, we're going to have to download a plugin and go on WordPress. Let's just click around. That's the dashboard. These are the campaigns. We can't really do anything until we connect that domain. Here's how we're going to connect that domain by probably downloading that WordPress plugin. Let's take a look at the. Okay, that's just a documentation page. So really clean interface. I mean, there's not a lot to even explore here, which is nice. You know, the simpler things are, the better. All right, let's go back to the dashboard. Let's click on connect a domain. It says basically it looks like you just download the plugin and pop in this API key. So it can't really get much easier than that. So let's go ahead and download the plugin. Go ahead and copy my API key. Oh, what happened here? I actually did a couple things at once there. I downloaded it and unzipped it. All right, I'm going to copy my API key. I'm going to come over here to my WordPress site, and I'm going to go to plugins and add new. And if you're not familiar with how to add in a downloaded plugin, it's pretty simple. You just click here, upload plugin. Now, what I'm just going to do just to see, I'm going to type in Split Hero and see if they are, if you can get it from, yeah, it looks like you do, that you do get it from the download. Yeah, so it's not something that you can just search. So I'm going to go ahead and upload. We'll select that downloaded zip file, even though I accidentally somehow unzipped it on the fly. But you do want to upload the zip file. You'll see now it's uploaded. I'm going to go ahead and activate it. And then I'm pretty sure it's going to ask me to do and to put in that API key. So it doesn't ask by default, but I know I need to. So let's go ahead and find the Split Hero. Here it is. Now, once you have it installed, it does get its updates from WordPress, which is nice. So before I'm going to go ahead and update and get the very latest. All right. And now let's find out where we put that. Let's go to settings. And there it is. Oh, you can't get an easier setting than that. You just paste in your API token and hit save. All right. Now by doing that, okay, so that opened up step 2 and step 3. Now I'm going to sync. Let's do that. So it sounds like that's interesting because it says it's syncing all my posts and pages. I've got quite a bit in here, so let's see what that does. And now it says step 3 is now I return to the Split Hero dashboard and proceed to create a campaign. Now, what I'm going to do is try to do a split test on my latest video blog entry. So we have this page here, and when you do your campaign, I'm sure it's going to ask, what do you want? I mean, basically, the campaign is going to be a page and a B page, and you're going to see which pages do better with the intent. You're going to see if they do better by a conversion event. So on all your pages, you should have some sort of call to action, whether it be, subscribing. This is not an ideal page because I don't actually have a call to action on this specific page, but I do have some things like subscribe, join our community, and things like that. So generally, you'll test something that you want a user to take an action, then you'll measure, how many actions were taken on page A versus page B, and the conversion that wins, the page that wins, is going to be the one that you want to use long term. Now that we've connected this, let's go ahead and go back to our dashboard, take a look. All right, so you can kind of see here, I've added that. So let's go ahead and start a campaign. This is going to be pretty interesting because it's synced all my pages, but I actually have not made the page that I want to do the B test on yet. So you pick your domain. We only have one. That's what I was mentioning. You can put this on as many WordPress sites as you want. Let's use this domain. Campaign title. I'm going to do this on that copyrightly video that we talked about. So let's say next. All right. So choose up to the 4 URL. Now, I didn't have that one yet. Interesting. So the key here is to have both your A and your B page already created. And I'm going to show you what you want to do on that for SEO purposes. I want to go back over to my post here. Now, I actually use a little plugin, um, and actually, I don't have it on this WordPress site. I usually use a little plugin where I can easily clone. Oh, there it is. Clone a post. So I'm just going to clone this post, and when I get that cloned post, I'm going to go in and edit it. So you see that it's cloned. I got one draft post here. I'm going to edit this post, and I'm going to change the title of this post. So let's go ahead, and I'm just going to change this to onboarding and review. I'm going to make it very boring, of copy rightly. But sometimes boring works a lot better than not. So I'm going to change that, and I'm going to go into my kind of my advanced settings here, and probably I would go in and change my snippet and change the title. Change all your SEO, your metadata stuff. We're going to change the URL here in a second. But what you want to do on your B test is to say no index on that. So you don't want Google. You don't want duplicate content. You don't want to. You don't want to have two pieces of content out there with that. So I'm going to go ahead and just publish this as my version. Oh, I got to change that link. Let's see. I haven't really gotten used to this new Gutenberg or whatever they call it here, and I really do like the old style a lot better. Okay, permalink. There it is. So I'm gonna change this all together to onboarding. Let's erase it. There, on. Well, it doesn't like me wiping that out, does it? On. There we go. On. Yeah, you can see I really do not like. It's not even letting me type properly. What is it doing here? It's got some crazy keyboard stuff going on here. So I really don't like Gutenberg. And on a couple of my blog sites where I do actively type stuff, I actually use a plugin to disable it. So I really dislike it because for some reason I'm getting a really weird type of effect with my keyboard here. But I'm gonna get this done. All right. Copyright Lee. It's like I type a letter, it deletes a letter. All right, there. Let's try to update and publish that now. Yes. And I'm sure somebody will, that didn't work either. And I gotta, I don't know why that's not working on this now. Let me see what's going on here. See, it doesn't give me any error, any indication of why that's not working. Let's save the draft first. Probably should have saved the draft because that probably updates the URL, and then after it saves, it'll let me publish. Let's try that now. It's still failing. I do not know what's going on here. That's updated. And let's see, why would this not publish at this point? Let's look at all posts. Let's see what's going on here. It might actually, it says actually published. So I think I'm getting a fake error message there. Let's go ahead and open it and see if it's there. Yeah, okay. So again, I have no clue why it was saying that it was a publishing failure, but I do have both of them now. So now let's go back to Split Hero. I've got this one set to no index because what Split Hero is going to do, from what I understand, is they're going to add a 302 redirect from your A to your B. So on my A, I want to. This is difficult. That I've got, like I said, I have a lot of pages on there. I would think that they should give me ability to maybe search or something, but this is a very long drop down list. So that's one area of improvement that I would suggest. So I want to go to the don't. So this is the one that we want to do. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to do some sort of refresh for them to detect that new page. I'll be kind of surprised if they pick it up kind of real time like that. But let's take a look. And that last one I did was onboarding. So let's go to the O's and see if it's there. Yeah, it's not there. So what I'm going to do is, let's see if we can force a sync or do something post synced. Maybe just go back in and create a campaign, and it'll update itself. Let's see. What I'll do is try to set the B first and see if that onboarding post that I just created is going to be there when I do a brand new campaign. We'll see how fast, and it's not there. All right, so let's see exactly how we sync. What I'm going to do is go back to the plugin itself, or let's see if there actually is let's go back to the plugin and see. I'm sure it's probably on some time perspective, but I'm going to go ahead and click that sync button one more time just to force it. All right, so it says it's completed that, and probably do need to, it's not going to refresh this GUI here on the fly, but let's refresh. I'm just going to do a hard refresh on the site here. So I can click next. I'm assuming when I click next, it probably goes out here and does a refresh. That might be a bad assumption. And as you can tell, you're seeing me do this the first time. And I like to do it that way just so you can see how troubleshooting takes place. There it is. All right, so that worked. So I did the sync. I hit the refresh button just to get the drop downs refreshed. And now let's go pick the A, which is my original post, the one that I was using by default, which is this one. All right, and you'll notice you could do a C and a D. Those are optionals. We're just going to do an A and a B test here, but I've got my two URLs now. So you want to have all your pages built. You want to have your no index on your test B, C, and D page, perhaps, and then you want to come in here and do that. Let's go next. Now it wants to know, what is your conversion page? Now, as I mentioned, on this particular blog page, I don't really have I don't have a call to action that I would want to test. But generally, you would do this on your conversion, on your landing pages where you do have a conversion item. And the thing that you're going to put as a conversion test would be like a thank you page. So I'm just going to pick one of my thank you pages, which would be if they did subscribe from that page. as my conversion method. And then you'll pick how long, when you want your test to begin and end. You'll see here they default you to a week, which is good. I would say, honestly, depending on the amount of traffic you get on your site, and there's all sorts of calculators where you can see what is a valid test. But I would think you want to test maybe a month, maybe even 3 months if you have low traffic. But generally, you want to maybe not look for what's statistically relevant in your test results, but you know something that's clear and obvious winner. If you have a low traffic, I'm just going to keep the defaults on this one and hit next and confirm and run. All right, let's see what happens. So now it's in a pending status. And I don't know what that means other than perhaps that plugin is doing something on my to my post to maybe add in some 302 redirects or something like that. I'm not 100% sure there. Let's go to the dashboard, see what's happening there. Let's click in here. See, it says it takes a couple minutes. Okay, so we'll give that a second. What I might do if it doesn't come back in the next couple seconds, then I will probably pause this video and do it. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause the video just so we can come back and see what actually happens once this becomes active. So stay tuned 1 second. Okay, I'm back. It actually didn't take very long. It took probably about 20 seconds after I paused the video. I see a running status now. So there's a couple things I noticed that I probably didn't think through as I set this up, but you'll notice now it says campaigns running. We'll start collecting data. Check back soon. What I'm going to do is let's open up a private window here, and I'm going to go to my website, my blog. Now, one thing I did because I did this as a blog post, you'll notice that both my A and my B blog posts are showing here. I don't want that. That wouldn't be ideal. So I didn't do a very good example of setting that up properly. Uh, Now I'm going to click on this, and I don't know. Let's see if it takes me which version of it takes me to. So this one takes me to here. I'm going to refresh this link here a couple times, and I don't think it's going to show me anything different. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's putting a cookie and it knows which one I'm looking at. So I got to figure out a good way to test this. But let's actually take a look at the post itself and see if we spot anything different, like a 302 redirect or anything. I'm just trying, kind of curious, trying to figure out exactly what they are doing here. So let's see. Let's look under advanced. I don't see anything there that has changed in my actual post at all. Now let's go look at the other post and edit that. And in fact, it may not. That the purpose of that WordPress plugin may just be to sync the post up, but there's got to be something that is going to allow it to know how to switch a visitor. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything there either. So I'm not exactly sure what this is going to do. I'm just kind of looking to see. Okay, there's split hero settings. Let's see if there's anything. Yeah, that's not going to show me anything. I was looking to see if I could detect anything that would show me that as people come to hit that A page, that it is going to reroute them to the B page. And I'm not seeing that. Ah, there it goes. Look at that. Okay, I don't know if you caught that. I clicked on the post and it took me to the B version of the post. So there is something going on behind the scenes, and I am not catching how they're doing that yet. But there clearly is something going on with their plugin that's doing that. So that's everything is working as I would expect, other than the fact that I'm displaying this blog post, the B version of this blog post, on my blog. I would probably do something to hide that, and I'm pretty sure that if there's not a feature, I've seen a plugin before that allows you to do a hidden to hide things from your blog posts. I don't think I have it downloaded on this one, but there is a way to hide a post from showing in your blog feed while you're doing A/B testing. So I would go and dig into that a little bit more. Maybe I'll put in the comments of this video the name of that extension once I get to looking in that. But everything is working now, and then all I have to do really is just wait to see some test results. Let's take a look at the dashboard and see if it's too early to tell at this way. You can see here total traffic 1. That was me. So it definitely is collecting data and doing this thing. And while I did fumble a little bit through this, you can see it's pretty easy. So I can run 3 of these campaigns at a time. And as I say, I probably picked something, a blog post, unless I got some good, clear call to actions in that. This would typically be on a variation of your landing pages, maybe even your home page where you have your primary call to action and you're looking to see if people are doing those things. You A/B test a home page, a landing page, e-commerce pages, things like that. All right, I've rambled enough on this. If you're still here with me, hey, I appreciate you. That means you really are a Tech Smart Boss. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. Check it out, splithero.com. Try it on your stuff. I'll post some results in the description on what I find out as I continue to go through and do this. And if you like these kind of videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is exactly what we do. We onboard and review things, and we go in cold and see if we can intuitively figure it out and show you as we do it so you can do the same. So I will talk to you in the next video.